right, here are the saucy senoritas in three,
Ay, 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 ay,
two,
ay.
one.
The best leadership happens when you step away for 10 minutes.
This is back in 10.
Oh, good
I
Lord.
think I wanted to be a saucy senorita in my previous life.
I think so too. The
You guys.
saucy Savannah. This is Jen and the saucy Savannah from Back in
Jen.
10. There you go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Back in 10. I am Jen and Savannah is choking.
And I'm Savannah. Wow, that was
Well,
awful. That was
yeah,
great.
it's, you know what? And that was take
It is.
2. So we're just going to keep rolling with it. Here we go. On today's episode, we are starting a whole new series, which is super exciting. And on this series, we are talking all about hiring.
Hiring.
Hiring, baby. Here we go. So, the first thing that we're going to talk about today in the hiring process is your ads. And let's talk first, Savannah, about we're gonna talk a little bit about like what you need to include, what you don't need to include, where you're gonna be placing them, different things
Yeah.
like that. So first,
First.
um, Savannah, where were
Yeah.
you successful in placing ads?
Okay. I was successful in placing ads, honest. I'd push it out through social, and then I always found there was no better referral than the people who are already working in the practice. So having them push out socials to all of their
Mhm.
friends. I mean, they're already in the industry. They're already hygienists, dental assistants, admins. I
Mhm.
mean, they have friends and know people
Yeah.
in the same career, and pushing it through that way was always I got more traction that way. Indeed was like a hit or a miss. You could find some really good gems on that type of hiring service or platform to post. But I found that word of mouth from my team, direct referral from my team
Mhm.
made the most impact.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, that's where I've seen the most success too. When I was posting them for the company that I used to work for and with clients that I've worked with is if
Mm.
you can get them out there and you post it like as a job on your social media, right? On everything, but have your team then share it not only just to their page or to what they have, but to the groups that they are in
Yeah.
and looking and seeing what other groups are in your area for hiring dental professionals. Is there a hygiene group, an assistant group? Are there local schools that you can push it to?
Mhm.
And at the same token, you're putting this on socials.
Yeah.
So your candidates, potential candidates, not just patients, you have potential candidates that are looking at your social media. So you need to
Yep.
make sure that you're posting things regularly, that your team is also out there in the community. And when they're out there, they're showing like
Mm.
them going to get coffee or going to get lunch. And it's showing that not only is there like some community involvement aspect, like you're giving back to small businesses, right? Like you're shopping at small businesses, but your team can have fun outside of the office too, and have someone on your team do it. It doesn't have to be you. I hate to should, but it shouldn't be you.
Should
Have
and shouldn't.
someone else do it. Shouldn't. Yeah. Have someone else do it.
Also with I mean, if we're gonna go socials and we're just gonna go into the internet in general, on your website, and I think I've talked about this in a previous episode as well,
Mhm.
you should always be actively looking for your next hire. You should if you're hiring in desperation, you're already shit out of luck. You're starting from
Mhm.
-5 when you wanna start from a 25. So if you act, having something on your website that says looking for a new career, like join our team,
Mhm.
super standard wording, but it's effective. And on that page, you could have a link if you have something on Indeed or whatever, you could put it through there as a push button, a link through button.
Mhm.
um but create a little commercial of your team and why they like working where they are.
Mhm.
Why are they at the
Mhm.
practice?
Yeah, and how long have they been there? A lot of
And how
offices have team members that have been there for, like, 10, even 5 years, 3
yeah,
years, like, whatever it is. Ask them, like, "What makes you stay here? What makes you wanna be part of this team?" That's amazing, and it's also gonna highlight your practice and your
the
team,
culture.
right?
Yep, it highlights
Yeah,
the
yeah,
practice
and get that
culture.
out there and
Mhm.
include some of the pictures that you've used in the past, right? Like, you can make something relatively easily,
Yeah,
um, and just get that out there, and you can have one of your team members do it. There's a lot of team members that have that capability, right? But, like Savannah, like you said, you should always be hiring. Always. So if you have a join our team on your page, even if you don't have an open position right now, have a conversation, have the
yes,
interview, talk to them because it's also going to increase their interest. So when you do have something open, they're going to call you back. They're going to
100%.
call you back. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that
Mhm.
and that's why a candidate would join the practice too. Building that relationship. It's like
Mhm.
we say in sales, you gotta build the relationships, right? Even if you
Yeah.
can't hire them right now. And
Yeah.
people, I mean, I found that people wanted to work at the practice because of the mission of the practice. So make sure that you and the doctor have that ironed out. Your mission, it should be your North Star, and
Mhm.
everything goes back to that mission because people join the practice for the mission, for your why, but ultimately they stay for the culture.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
you gotta make sure those are aligned.
Yeah. Absolutely. And, look, when someone does apply, if you are, especially if you're looking to hire right now, you need to be on it. Be on it because guess what? If they're applying to your job, they're applying for others too. And if
Mhm.
you do not respond right away,
Mm.
they're going to go somewhere else. You need to pick up that phone and call them. Have
Yeah.
just 2 to 3 questions that you ask everyone, right? Why are you looking for a career in dentistry or why are you looking for a customer service position? Whatever they are, have a just standard 2 to 3 questions that you ask. Um and just talk to them and then schedule an interview from there. Whether it's
Yeah.
virtual or it's in person, you have to be flexible because if they're probably have a job right now. So if they only have time during lunch and they can't physically get to you, do a virtual interview. It's
Okay.
okay, right? Like you have to be flexible with that too. Um it's really important that you're on it and that you are just make sure that you're being flexible with it too.
Mhm.
Mhm.
With flexibility, I know we've talked, like, about putting it in socials and putting it on the website or Indeed.
Mhm.
Flexible in where you're posting your ad, right? You wanna, like you wanna fish where the fish are. You don't wanna you don't wanna fish in a sand dune.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
think outside the box. We're all on Facebook, we're all in dental groups. If you're looking for a dental assistant, see if there are any dental assistants groups in your area. See if you have access to that group. See if you're able to
Mhm.
post your job in that group. Think outside the box. You wanna go
Yeah,
to them, and then
exactly. Mhm.
once they align with with what you're doing, they'll come back to you. Like
Yeah, and look, there's uh, when you talk about this too, there's I'll say this and then I wanna talk about, like, the layout of your ad a little bit real quick.
yeah,
So, there are different groups, there's different DSOs, everything that are out there, recruiters that are reaching out to your team
they
to
are.
see if they want a job. I get messages very often, um, and look, I've had team come to me and say, "This office from the next town over called everyone on our team, found us all on LinkedIn because they knew that we hired really good people, and they tried to take all of them." So,
It's
you
wild.
need to it's crazy, but there's people out there that are doing that. So you need to make sure that you have a good culture, that you're
Yeah.
talking to your team, that they know that you have the culture of that you're always hiring. Because if they see an
Yeah.
ad out there for a hygienist in your practice and there's no open positions, they're going to wonder who's getting let go. So
Right.
make sure that your team is aware of that too. And on the front of ads, if they see an ad out there, you want your ad to be attractive, not just physically, but what's in there. So have a flashy
Make
title.
it sexy.
Yeah, look,
I want a
there was
sexy
one that
ad.
I did. Yeah, there was one that I did. It was like, "Come have fun in the sun with us." The office was right on the beach. Like, have your lunch in the sand. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many different things that you can do. Make it stand out. It should not say full-time hygienist.
No, it's
Mm,
you want to tell them why you're different,
right.
not just what you need.
Exactly, and on that front, like, have it be very easy, have it in bullets, have different sections within there. You do
Yeah.
not need specifics about the job, like you said, that's for your job description, that you will get to that. You want someone to read this job ad and want to have a cup of coffee with you.
Mhm.
Think of it like you're dating someone, right? Like, if anyone has ever been on a dating website, I have, that's how I met my husband, like, that
Same.
one was a little bit different, though, that was eHarmony, like, I didn't get to him unless we matched, but there's so many out there, like, you want to be able to look at it and say, "Yeah, that person sounds interesting, I would wanna go get a cup of coffee with them,"
Yeah.
versus, "Wow, this is a lot to unpack." Like, just get right to the point, say what you need to say, lay out your benefits, not your compensation structure.
Oh,
Like,
that's
yes,
where we're different. I think
yeah,
that's the
no,
one
no,
thing that
no,
we
no.
disagree.
You can include that, but you shouldn't just have that. You need to
Oh,
talk
agree.
about all of your benefits, like the ones that sometimes people don't think about. Right?
Mhm.
Like, you can have your hourly rate on there, go for it, and there's a huge thing in the country right now about this, go for it. But don't just put that. Put
No.
the other things
No.
that they might not have a physical dollar amount. Those are
Mhm.
all of the things that make your team stay.
CE, or do you pay for their licensing every year?
Mhm.
Do you offer pet insurance now? A lot of
I know.
practices are offering pet insurance and gym
Mhm.
memberships too. The number
Yeah.
of office managers that I've spoken to, they're like, "Oh yeah, my work pays for my gym membership." The
Mhm.
F? No wonder why you're at
Mhm.
Lifetime Fitness at $200 a month and swimming in the pool
No
every weekend.
kidding. But even, like, look, HSAs and FSAs, there is no fee for those for employers. It's
Mm-mm.
all employee funded. You just have to set it up. And a lot of practices don't have it just because they don't know. Some of them don't even offer medical insurance, and that's okay too. You can offer different things, but put out there what you do offer. Do you have uniform allowances, or do you offer flexibility with childcare? Do you have like a bring your kid to work day? Whatever it is,
Yeah,
put it out there. Like, make sure that that's included in that.
absolutely. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I put almost I think I put every benefit on there. I even put the
Yeah.
holidays because people wanna know, like, am
Oh
I
yeah.
going to have this holiday off? Am I gonna or I'm only gonna get the big 4 off.
Mhm.
No,
Mhm.
put it all on there.
We
And
had 10 holidays. We had 10
no,
holidays,
actually,
and we closed for the week
yeah,
between Christmas and New Year's and 4th of July. I'm gonna take a phrase out of Savannah Carlson's book. "You bet your sweet Bippy that I put that on the ads."
you bet you sweet baby. Good. I'm glad you did. I also okay, now that and can we talk about a little bit about language too? Like I know we like want to make
Yeah.
it sexy, want to make it intriguing, want people to read it. There are some words that give me the ick when it comes to an ad.
What?
Like, okay, I and this is probably like I'm probably in the minority when I say this, but when I see an ad that says, "Are you my next rock star?" I want to vomit. And I say that because I think there are there's a group of applicants that see that and they don't feel like they are a rock star. So you could be
Mhm.
missing out on an excellent team member just because of
Uh-huh.
that, because they don't have that confidence. So when I
So
see
I
that,
have
I'm always like,
one near that.
"Oh," I cringe. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Please don't say rock star." Like, and also, like, it's been used so fucking much. Like, excuse my
Mhm.
language. It's been used so much that, like, can we move on? I like
Right.
Fun in the Sun. That was
Right.
great. That was great.
Yeah.
Rock
So
star.
you
It's
know what mine is that's similar is join
what?
our family. Guess
Ugh!
what? Some people do not like their families. They don't even wanna be a part of their own, never mind yours. So look, join our team. I absolutely despise Savannah knows this. I despise the word employee. I cringe when someone says employee or employees. They
Or
are
staff.
team members or they are members of our team. Oh my God, or staff. Staff is an infection and you need antibiotics to get rid of that. No, it is a team. They are a team member. So call them that. Don't
Yeah.
call them an employee. They work with you. They don't work for you. Sorry,
No,
that was
they
just my
don't.
high
Okay.
horse. I'm gonna get off now. Woohoo!
Okay, but okay, when it comes to that family word, there is there we all know there's a shift in not work what am I looking for? There's been a shift in the types of not workplace culture, but like perceptions of there's a shift in
Okay.
perception of
Okay.
work
Okay.
where we have an older generation who's been tenured in a practice for 40 plus years and would never move.
Mhm.
Today's workforce, they're bopping around every 2 to 3 years. And that's just not me pulling it out of my ass. That is statistically a fact. Every 2 to 3
Correct.
years, they are hopping from job to job to job. And it's not
Mhm.
don't take it personally either. It's in most cases them wanting to advance themselves because they're not getting the education or that career advancement they at their current position.
Mhm. Mhm. Or
So
they just simply want more.
they want
They want
more.
more. It
And
could
it's
be
okay.
more for themselves, it could be more financially, it could be more, um, responsibility, and look, maybe they haven't shared that with you. It is your job as a leader to know that.
Yes. And it's your job as a leader if someone tells you they want more and you're unable to offer them the more that they're looking for, to thank them for their service to your practice and congratulate them on advancing their careers. If
Mhm,
you cannot put your ego aside about losing a team member at the expense of someone wanting to improve who they are and who what they bring to the workforce, shame
mhm,
on you. You can
mhm.
sometimes we can't offer them more. We can't.
Right,
And that
right.
it is what it is. It's a fact. Can you be sad?
Yep.
Yeah, do it in your office with the door shut.
Mhm.
Please never make anyone feel bad about wanting to advance their careers ever.
No, I've been there.
And and consider yourself lucky when
Mhm.
applicants walk through your door and they saw you as the more. Right?
Yes.
You gotta think back.
Mhm,
Ooh, I just gave
mhm.
myself goosebumps.
Yeah, yeah, and look, Savannah, like you say that, I was the team member that wanted more, and it
Mhm.
wasn't even, like, more for myself, I wanted more for my team, and I needed the support to be able to do that, and I wasn't getting it.
Mm-mm.
Right? So there's so many different facets in that and more is, it's just like a term like success. We talked about that on
Yeah.
a recent episode. Like it means so much and so many different things to different people, but it's our job to figure that out. And ask your team that you currently have, ask the candidates that you're talking about, like what they need to be successful. That's a great question to ask in your interviews. And that's going to be on the next episode coming right
Yes.
up. So make sure you listen to that next week.
Whoop, whoop. We'll see you guys
Mhm.
later. We can't wait to hear your hiring excitement. And,
Mm.
yeah, we'll see you then.
Yeah, there
Back
we
in
go.
10. Baby.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Thanks for spending a few minutes with us on Back in 10.
If something made you laugh, nod, or feel a little more human, share it with a friend and make sure that you're subscribed.
You can also follow us on Instagram at Back in 10 Pod for more behind the scenes, updates, and probably a little chaos.
We're not here to have it all figured out. We're just here to tell you the things that we wish someone had told us.
And remind you that leadership doesn't have to be perfect, just real.
We'll be back in 10.